Hey, friends, can we just agree that 2024 was a lot mentally, physically, financially? It really tested us. But guess what? The blessings still managed to outweigh the challenges. Today, I'm going to share with you the 10 biggest lessons 2024 taught us. Let me know in the comment box which one hits you the hardest, or feel free to share your own. All right, let's dive in. Lesson one: inflation was the uninvited guest that stayed too long. Okay, let's talk about inflation. This year, grocery shopping became a whole horror story. Like, literally, one week eggs were 1.99, the next week 4.99, and now 7.99. I mean, are chickens charging rent now? Because everything got so expensive, like gas, rent, you name it. And it hit hard, especially when layoffs were happening like left and right. It taught me two things though. Budgeting isn't optional anymore, and we're way more resourceful than we give ourselves credit for. Lesson number two: the rise of unexpected expenses. 2024 was the year of surprise expenses. Like, one day your car is fine, the next day, boom, you got a bill of 11,000 in repairs. Someone literally hit me, and Lord have mercy, that bill was not fun. And then medical bills, forget about it. That one is just a scam in my head, but whatever. Topic for another day. It felt like life was throwing financial curveballs left and right this year. But what did I learn? Keep an emergency fund, even if it's just a few bucks a month. Honestly, your future you will thank you. Okay. Lesson number three: remote work didn't feel so secured. Remember when remote work felt like the future? Yeah. Not anymore. This year, companies started calling people back into the office or cutting remote roles altogether. It honestly was a wake up call for a lot of us. Like, 2024 taught me the importance of being adaptable, like picking up a new skill or staying ready to pivot. Because after having so much flexibility of being remote, imagine having to go back to the office. Why? Actually, in reality, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm way more productive working from home than I was in the office. Lesson number four: healthcare and self care got personal. Okay, let's be real. This year pushed our physical and mental health to the limit. Hospitals and doctors started to feel like salespeople, like looking for ways to squeeze money out of us. And let's not even get started on the self diagnosis. TikTok became the new WebMD, and some of us were out here asking ChatGPT for medical advice. With healthcare and healthy food being so expensive, many of us had to turn to what we could control: moving more, going for walks, eating greens, finding green substitutes when we could afford them, and trying to prioritize sleep. It wasn't easy, but I've learned that self care doesn't have to be fancy. Sometimes a 10 minutes walk, writing down your thoughts, or just sitting quietly and breathing can be the biggest act of care you give yourself, okay?
These hospital visits are just way too expensive.
Lesson number five: community over competition. So in 2024, I realized that when things got tough, people showed up for each other, from food banks to LinkedIn job shares. So, like, for instance, on LinkedIn, like, you see a lot of people sharing, hey, this person lost their job, they're great. Testimonials were very helpful for people. And people just had a sense of care to each other because it was like so much unfortunate instances, especially in the job market. It felt like we remembered that community matters. Helping someone else doesn't take away from your success, it adds to it. This year taught me that lifting others up is a win for everyone. Lesson number six: hustle culture is a trap. In 2024, hustle culture got exposed. Working 24/7 doesn't mean you're thriving, it means you're exhausted. This year taught me to value balance and rest. After all, what's the point of the grind if you can't even enjoy the life that you're building? Lesson seven: climate chaos hit home. It was crazy to see how much there were floods and fires that were just developing. Honestly, 2024 made climate change feel way more personal than it ever did. It reminded me to be more mindful, whether that's using less water or just appreciating the resources that we do have. Small changes might not save the world overnight, but they are a step in the right direction. Lesson 8: AI changed the game. Let's talk about AI. At first, it felt like the coolest thing ever, right? ChatGPT writing your emails, AI creating art. But then came all the layoffs because companies realized robots could replace us. The lesson: stay human. Stay creative. AI can do a lot of things, but it cannot replace the heart or originality. Okay? Lesson number 9: relationships were tested. This was the year of realizing who's really in your corner. Stress tested every kind of relationship: family, friendship, even romantic ones. But you know what? The ones that stayed got stronger. 2024 taught me that it's not about having a million connections, it's about having the right ones. Lesson number 10. Here's the big one: gratitude. When everything felt overwhelming, focusing on gratitude has really helped me push through. For instance, I have a roof over my head, I have food on the table, people who love me. Those were the real wins, honestly. This year reminded me to count my blessings. Even if they feel small, they're actually really, really big and impact me in bigger ways. Alrighty, so those were my 10 lessons for 2024. It wasn't an easy year, but we made it. Okay, and that's worth celebrating. So, what did 2024 teach you? Drop it in the comment box below. I love to hear your stories. And hey, if this resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who might need a little encouragement. Let's keep growing, let's keep learning, and let's keep thriving together. I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace and love. Bye.